What if Africa could actually build platforms that is going to help and uplift fellow Africans? What if we can start developing our own technologies that is going to benefit us?
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing? Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to yet another episode of Misterjaay's Reaction. And if this is your first time coming through, they call me Jay. I'm a motherlander living out in the diaspora, and for the past couple of days, man, I've been dropping a vlog every day to talk about Africa, man. Africa is in my heart. I'm the son of the soil. I'm a son of the soil, so anything that has to do with Africa, every day you will hear me drop it on this platform. And before we get started, please, if you've not done it yet, I want you to consider being part of the family. You will like it. I can guarantee that you're gonna like what we do out here. And before we continue, please do not forget to hit that like button, give us that thumbs up, and now let's talk about it. Month in, month out, people keep dropping vlogs about Africa this, Africa that. The West is killing Africa, what they are doing to us, and whatnot and whatnot. Now, this vlog is actually to talk about something in a different light, you know what I mean? And this vlog is, I want us to think about Africa in a different light. What if, I want you as an African or a descendant from the continent of Africa, motherland, I want you to ask yourself this question after watching this vlog. So by the end of this vlog, you should be able to ask yourself this question: what if Africa could start owning its own platforms, its own technologies, and building its own infrastructure to gain sovereignty? At this vlog, we are going to talk about that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this, man. We have been in this fight with the West for so long that it's time for us as sons and daughters of Africa, as descendants of Africa, to start asking these questions. What if Africans can start building platforms to work together? What if Africans can start developing our own technologies to work together? What if we can start building and investing in infrastructures that is going to benefit us to move products around Africa, from one part of Africa to the other part of Africa? Think about this. What if there was a rail line that ran across Africa from north to south, from east to west, a train line to carry products like what they are trying to do now from India all the way to Turkey, Europe, Germany? What if Africans, we can come together as one people to build these infrastructures? Think about it. I want you to think about this. What if Africa could actually build platforms that is going to help and uplift fellow Africans? What if we could actually have platforms where the next generations can come on and benefit the same way as the older generation? What if our leaders can come up with such platforms for social life, platforms for education, platforms for good health? What if we can start developing our own technologies that is going to benefit us? What if we had a technology that would be the same price, would cost the same from north to south, east to west? What if Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you ask yourself these questions and then you probably woke up thinking like Mr. J today, or you have been thinking like Mr. J. Now, I got to a point when I started asking myself, what if we can, like we are clamoring, we are crying for independence, we are crying for the departure of the West. But what if we could, during this period while we are pushing them out, we start working on these things, platforms that's going to help us as Africans, technologies that's going to help us as Africans in our daily business and the transactions, and infrastructures that's going to help us gain sovereign power over what the West is giving us. Now see, the thing is, for the past hundreds and couples of years, man, the West has been that partner with Africa, and it has not been a 50-50 partnership. It's more like a 90-10 partnership. And what do I mean by a 90-10? Africans always find the need, especially our African leaders, always find the need to stretch their hand and beg from the West. And the West, being the West, they will always use that, give those aid with strings attached. But what if we could actually come to a consensus as one people, just like the late Muammar Gaddafi was striving for, just like the late Kwame Nkrumah spoke about, the late Thomas Sankara spoke about, and some of our great scholars that are still talking about it today, especially Professor PLO Lumumba. What if we could come up with that? Now, I know some of you ask this question, but Mr. J, how do we do that? Newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, we can actually do that if we have the will and the leadership to come together. Because when we look at the world today, man, Africa is one of those continents that is blessed. We are extremely blessed with every raw material that we need to realize this dream. Now, when we have these materials and we cannot realize these dreams, there is a problem. Something is deeply wrong somewhere. Now, some of you might be like, Mr. J, you talk about all these things, but how are we going to talk about it? When you look at Africa today, Africa is one of those continents that is blessed with the youthful population. Majority of our populations are the youth. It's rather unfortunate that we have all leaders with dumb notion about the world leading majority of these youths. What if we can tap into our resources, especially the human resource, manpower? We have a whole lot of that in Africa. What if, to bring out these best, to build these platforms and technologies and infrastructures, we tap into our abundant natural resources that we have in the continent? There's no industry around the world with its raw material that you will not find in Africa. That's the beauty about Africa. So as we strive to be independent, as we strive for that sovereign status, what if we all need to come together? What if we can bring all of these things together? Now, if we do this, ladies and gentlemen, the West will have no say on us. If we understand that we are our brother's keeper, the West has no say on us. I will end this vlog by saying this. I want you to chime in. I want you to leave a comment. What if we could actually realize these dreams? What do you think is going to happen? What if everywhere around Africa we see good infrastructures coming up? Do you think that Africans will be dying in the Mediterranean Sea to make it to Europe? Do you think that Africans will be dying in the Darien Gap to make it to America? Do you think so? These infrastructures, these platforms, these technologies, the West has not given that to us. They've made us always reach out to beg. But guess who has been trying for the past 15 years to bring us to that level? Of course, BRICS. Leave a comment what you think. Is this something that is doable? Is this something that Africans, we can come together as one people and come up with? I'm out of here. Peace.
Creation, reaction, God. Big up the RB family. Mr. J, I see you.
I know some artists don't do this. God bless you and your families.